Hello guys! So this week's creative nonfiction is brought to you by the Rolling Stone and Justin Bieber. Okay, so I don't know if I've told you, but I have to read for my nonfiction class about 20 pages of outside nonfiction a week. I've been reading a lot of memoirish personal essays because that's what we have to write for the class, but this week I have to submit a personal essay, so I'm really tired of hearing people talk about themselves. That sounded really selfish. So I decided I would read the Rolling Stone. See Bieber's face? You know what's coming, don't you? Alright. So I read a few articles in this, one about how rock was on a downturn last year and how it should be going up, and some awesome albums are releasing this year. Really awesome. And the layout in this magazine is really pretty. It makes me happy. And on top of these cool little rock articles, I also read, oh man, I read an awesome article on The Clash. If you haven't read the Clash article from this month's Rolling Stone, you totally should. It was really good. I mean, I liked The Clash beforehand, but I loved The Clash after reading it. Go listen to a Clash album. But the other article that I really read from this is the one that everybody's been talking about on Tumblr, the Justin Bieber article. See his face? He stuck something in a light socket or something. See that? It's all pokey. Poor kid, I bet they made him sit in a chair for hours to make that hair work. So I read this article on Bieber because, to be honest, I've only heard one song by Justin Bieber and it kind of annoyed me. Okay, it really annoyed me. But then it became kind of catchy, and so I get it stuck in my head at the weirdest times, and that's really inconvenient for me. Outside of that, I hadn't really done much research or listening or any sort of anything on Justin Bieber because I kind of like to pretend that he doesn't exist, which isn't very fair for him. But I thought that with his thing on abortion and everybody taking it out of context, that I would read the article and read his quote to see exactly what he said and why he said it, because that's not just a view that you randomly spout off to people. At least in my opinion. See what I did there? Okay, so I read it, right? And it is kind of taking out of context. He's just giving his views on some things, and the article makes it very clear from the beginning that this is just a kid. He keeps popping his braces in and out, and they're those Invisalign things. He's listening to music blaring out of his speakers like my 14-year-old brother did when he first got his little permit and got to drive a car for the first time, you know what I mean? Like, he's at that age where blaring music and talking about the word swag. He uses swag like 50 freaking times in this article. 50 times, alright? I mean, I didn't count them, but that's insane. He latches onto a word. It's like reading a Stephenie Meyer novel. And that kind of lets you know that he's not, I mean, he's not exactly up to his full par maturity yet, you know what I mean? This is just a kid. He looks like he still has to have somebody help him to reach the counter. He seems like a good kid. Or at least, you know, not an entirely stupid one. I mean, he talks about not doing drugs because, I mean, he's never wanted to try it because he never wanted to try cutting off his finger either. But nobody's going to talk about that all over Tumblr. Everybody wants to talk about the one stupid thing that he said in this entire article. This was a long article. Alright, I'm going to stop using him as my prop now. So the point is, read the Rolling Stone this week, and I'm semi-impressed. Music journalism is one of those things I really like, but I'm kind of a die-hard Paste magazine fan, and so I tend to avoid Rolling Stone because they cover, well, artists that I would never actually listen to. If you know of any other music magazines, let me know, because I'm trying to get up on my music journalism. So that was my creative nonfiction for this week, and unfortunately I have so much homework that all you get to do is hear about my homework. Ta-da! However, next week I hope to have something more interesting for you. I can't guarantee that, of course, but one can hope. I hope you have a really great week, and I will see you next time.